How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nonso. This is my wife Lydia from Lydia Stanley. The Lydia and Lydia Stanley, you guys know her. And this is the second time you guys have been in our bedroom. Like for two people that have never had anybody in their house, like physically, except for family. We've allowed thousands of people to stay inside our bedroom. Excuse me.
Ah.
Just swallow it.
That's how I get rid of sweet quickly. I know you're ready.
This video is different. It's a big one. It's a real one because my wife and I had a fight a few days ago. Not fight. We didn't. No, but I'm saying we didn't raise our voice.
You're making it sound like I'm a warrior.
Had a quarrel. We had a misunderstanding, and it led to basically a day and a half of no talking. We believe that for a relationship to work or a marriage to work, it's very, very important not to have third parties know why you guys are having your spat or whatever, because you do not want a third party. It doesn't matter who the third party is. It could be your best friend, it could be your family, it could even be your parents. Keep it
could be your sister.
Keep it between the both of you. Nobody needs to know why you're having issues, unless if it becomes physical. Then yes, you can talk to somebody. Maybe somebody will be able to help you get out of that situation. What we're trying to say is, we had an argument, and which stemmed out of a disagreement or misunderstanding. And then we ended up not talking the entire day. And I don't know about you, but that was very, very, very difficult for me.
It was very difficult for me too.
Very difficult. And it's not even because I didn't have anywhere else to go or anybody to talk to. But I'd rather talk to my wife than talk to anybody else, to be very honest. So it was very hard. And let me hear from your perspective.
It was hard for me too. I think the hardest part was serving you and not getting like like you told me obviously the food was nice, like you always come through like that, but like I didn't disturb you while you were eating the food. We didn't eat it together. We didn't even pray together that day.
Because you didn't want to. You're giving me attitude.
So I think those were the hardest
You're
part.
giving me attitude.
I do not know how to talk because you're my best friend, and I didn't have like I don't know, I guess I just wanted to see how far it was going to play out, even though it was very difficult to not talk to you. That's
The difference between her and me.
You're the one that actually started it.
No, I didn't.
It's you that started it. It's you that started it.
I did not. You did. But because of how you started it, I just decided, okay, I wouldn't say anything.
Babe, you're the one that started not talking.
I didn't start anything. Babe, between the both of us, I'm the most peaceful one.
You're the
whole
one
world
that started it.
What did I start?
Own your part. You're the one that started it. When you came into the kitchen and then you went away like that, it's you that started.
Yeah, because I was talking to you.
Your thing is...
I was talking to you, first of all, you didn't even turn to acknowledge me. And then, first thing I was calling you, you didn't answer. Then you now give one late answer. And then I now came out and I was also up like, where is the stuff you want them help with? I just forget about it, and then you just
I was like, don't worry. I didn't say forget about it. I said, don't worry.
The whole thing is, it started from you.
No.
Me, I just carried.
I
the thing.
refuse because
You can't point
this
out
man,
what I started. Meanwhile, I can point to your genesis, but you can't point out what I started.
when I said don't worry, why were you upset that I said don't worry that I didn't need your help again? And then you did that, and then that stuff that you did, and then you walked away. You knew in that moment that you had chosen
answer
violence.
me not to worry?
I said don't worry about
Really?
it. Yes,
You were completely
I am
normal
allowed.
when you did that.
I'm allowed to be temporarily upset.
Why were
but
you upset?
carrying it?
No, okay, wait now. Why were you upset?
You carrying it on your chest and going away like that. You knew you had chosen to not talk to me.
See,
once you get into that mood and you know that that's what's going to follow next.
Let me tell you something. Now you don't want to say why you're upset. Because you know why did you get upset? Did I do something to you to get you upset?
No, you didn't.
So why were you upset?
I don't have to explain why I'm upset.
Why will somebody just become upset out of nowhere? That's where me and her are different, right? Like that's the issue.
I have my reasons for being upset, but I don't have to explain it to you. Don't you get?
Really?
Yes, I'm not.
So if I operate like you, what do you think will happen?
It was just a temporary.
No.
You carried it to the entire day. It was just a temporary, low moment. Everybody's allowed to have that.
Everybody's allowed to have a low moment.
Yes. Why did you not carry it and
But
tie
I've not had to have a low moment directed towards you.
It was not directed towards you.
It was. You know that. Because if it was not direct, you've had low moments where it is my job, and it's not just me personally. If you're a Christian, you also know it's biblical. It's my job to be there for you in those low moments because it was not directed at me. This was directed at me, but you don't know what you're upset about. You just chose to be upset.
I know what I was upset about.
You're
not going to make me say it.
Because there is nothing.
There is. What's this? I don't want to say it on camera, but there was. Let's pass across the message once pass across.
She's crazy. That's the message you want to pass across. You are not. Something is wrong with you. See, the message is simple. Actually, what happened was we didn't talk throughout the day. And eventually she texted. And then I texted
We're in
back.
the same house.
Yeah, I mean, no, look, sometimes if you can't talk, text is there. It's a good medium, right? Like, you don't have to be like, okay, sit down, let's hash it right now. It has to be cold open, like something that will warm. But after she texted, she stopped texting.
I do not have credit.
And then she now upped her colo to like 2-3 different levels. Do you understand? Like,
see, when I sent him the text, I was expecting a different reaction. When I didn't get it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he's not ready then. Let me really take away every feeling I was having if I was going to survive the next.
I want you to watch this video. Yeah. Let's see if what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
It does.
But anyway,
I was getting ready for the war that was about to come. He's saying now up to my colo. Baby, I was the one that messaged you first, but I was already like willing to give it up. But the way you now responded,
but you did not want to address. You wanted to just brush past what happened.
I didn't want to brush. I didn't have data. I didn't have credit. I would have replied.
Babe, you had data.
See, you're saying it now. I've already explained to you why I didn't think of sending you messages on WhatsApp or Instagram. It didn't click in my head that moment because of how I was thinking about it.
That's okay, but in that moment too, you cannot have expected me to know you ran out of credit.
No, that text that you messaged was not what I was expecting.
I texted you a question which was open for conversation. You did not continue the conversation, and then you now became extra. So look, you want me to look at it from your end, but you're not looking at it from my own end. I was ready for a conversation in that moment, but you decided to go cold and lock up. So what do you want me to do?
Because I expected you to react.
Really? You want me to react the way you expect me to react? That's not how it works.
I'm telling you that's why I became cold. I was like, okay, maybe if he didn't react this way, then maybe he's not ready to talk yet.
Well, see.
Because that question did not seem like we were ready to talk.
I asked you a question. It was a question. A question means I'm expecting an answer. A question means conversation.
No,
I did not send you like
was heavy. No,
what was
that
it?
question was heavy.
Oh, God of mercy. See, anyway, I'm glad that you guys are getting small of whatever is happening, but you guys are not going to know everything. The thing is, I spent throughout the day just thinking, and then later that night.
Are you thinking about?
Do you see she's annoying? Do you see what I have to
do? It was a simple question I asked. You said you asked me a question. Alright, let's be solemn.
Thing is, that night I sent her a text because I needed to get it off my chest. And she was already asleep at that point. Later she woke up because she wakes up around, like, she doesn't sleep straight. She always wake up intervals. She woke up, read the text, and then we decided to have a conversation in bed, because there's nothing that will ever make me not sleep with you in the same bed or even eat your food, because even that first night you came with like, why didn't you touch your food? I didn't know you had already kept the food there.
I finished making, if you know the stress I went to make that food, I finished making it and I served my husband and he said he did not, at least you could have perceived that food. You could have, even if you didn't see it, you could have perceived it.
I'm telling you,
my food is very fragrant. You could have perceived it.
I was smelling what was coming from the kitchen, but the house was dark. And where you kept the food, I didn't see it.
You were sitting there. You were sitting there
I was
prior
not
to when
there.
I left.
Yes, now, but when you came back, did you see me there?
You went out.
Okay, and
when you came back,
you kept the food
I
there.
assumed you would go back to that place to sit.
And I didn't sit there. I went straight into the bedroom. Why would you assume? That's the problem. It's assumptions. You're assuming.
You had gone out twice prior and you had come back there to sit.
We've been together now for 2 years. We've been married for 5 months. 5 months. And you know how I am. I don't assume anything. If I see dates in my babe's phone, I'm going to ask her before I assume. I'm not going to assume, oh shit, she's getting dick pics from guys, she's cheating on me. I'll ask you.
No, but you're going too far.
It's not too far.
No,
listen,
baby,
you assume stuff when I don't. You should have come when you came inside. You were coming with fight. When I told you I didn't see the food, that's when your battery now reduced back to normal and you went to go and sit down because you're coming to fight me. I don't get wahala. You know that, but no. The Nigerian in you must always come out. Anyway, moving forward, at this point, moving forward, we had a nice discussion that night, and what followed was amazing. I'm not going to say anything, but like, it was amazing. And then we stayed up and just the rest of the night till like 3 o'clock, then we went to bed. Thing is, you have to be open to the possibility of misunderstandings in your relationship, no matter how tight you guys are, no matter how close you are. Because I was thinking about something yesterday. Even you in your own head, you have conflict and you're the same one person. Coming together with somebody that has totally different background, totally different upbringing, different mindsets, there will always be misunderstanding, no matter how much you guys love each other, no matter how much of a soulmate you guys are or Disney romantics, there will be misunderstandings. The whole thing now is, and I still believe that we don't have egos when we're together between the two of us. We'll have misunderstandings, that one will always happen, but we don't have egos. We always try to squash it, try to discuss, and most importantly, we do our best not to fight. We'll get upset, we'll have disagreements, but we don't fight, we don't call names, we don't do any of that. Because once you get to that point, why are you together?
Yeah.
Why are you still together? Relationship or marriage, or if you get to the point where you start to call names or you start to hate your significant other, it's time for you to get the F out, leave. To be very honest, that's what I believe.
Another thing is, we're thinking of making this video because you might see us online and be like, oh, Lydia and Nonso are so in love, they don't have any misunderstandings, and we just wanted to make this video to let you know that if you're emulating anything we are showing you that there has to be, like, it will happen. There's no way you can get rid of it. There will be misunderstanding from time. This thing is like once in a while. It's not something that happens frequently. But then when it does, how do you handle it? How are you willing to talk to your partner? Because
are you willing to talk to your partner?
Yeah, real relationships are also hard conversations. Like conversations that make you uncomfortable are what you should be willing to have with your partner. And how are you both coming out of that conversation on the other end? Are you coming out of it stronger, together, more in love, or are you coming out of it more distant or more separated? And that answer is what's really going to ultimately make or mar your relationship. Because after we had that conversation, in my head I was like, okay, this is how this feels, and I would like for it to go back to how it felt, how being with him felt. And he was like, he understood what I was saying, he understood where I was coming from. And it was like, at the end of the day, that understanding and that mutual, like, okay, I want us to get back to how we were. I want us to trash this. I'm willing to say sorry. Are you willing to say sorry? I'm willing to own up to my bad. Are you willing to own up to your bad? Are we willing to make this better? Because he was saying some things and I'm like, no, you don't assume that from your own part. I also feel this way. Remember when you were saying about, like, when you texted me what you were saying, I was like, it's not just you that feels that way, and it's not me intentionally making you feel that way, because I also felt that way as well. And that was how we got to understand that, or you got to understand that, okay, she actually is feeling what I'm feeling. It's not as if I was acting that way and I was not feeling anything and you were. Do you get? So we just want you to know that misunderstandings in relationships are normal.
No, it is not about infidelity. I feel like we are
no.
too mature for that shit. Even though we are young, we're too mature for that shit. Like, I understand that we're still young, and you know, for our older viewers that have been married a few years, you guys probably have a better understanding of how to settle problems and figure out how to stick it out and not have issues. Maybe if you guys are in the comment section, please leave tips. But this is our own tip. Like, communication is very underrated.
Communication and also not having an ego.
Not having an ego. Just the willingness to talk. A lot of guys I know, like my dad's generation, them, they always have this, I'm the man, I'm always right. And I don't believe that. If I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I'm sorry.
And also, like, girls too, like, you know how some girls be like, whether I'm right or I'm wrong, he has to come to me. I have the autonomy of power in this relationship. Like, I would not agree that I'm wrong. He must apologize to me regardless, and I'm not willing to talk. I'm not willing to get where I'm wrong. I'm not willing to accept that I was wrong. I'm not willing to talk about it. Like, I'm not open to conversation at all. I want to be childish. I don't want to confront any misunderstanding that we are having. And I think that's like the basis for a lot of like long-term. When the guy sees that, okay, you want this as much as I do, like, it's a balance. It's not like him trying to make you. Because I've been in relationships like that where it's like he's always trying to make it better, and it's like, I don't want you to make it better. I don't care if it gets better. I just want to be childish and throw tantrums. You have to buy me gifts to make me feel better, or apologize unnecessarily when it's probably not even his fault in the first place.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a maturity issue, right there. The more mature you get, you understand that you probably didn't just want to be with that person in the first place.
Yeah.
So
be willing to accept it when you are at fault, and apologize. And if that person is truly your person, trust me, you cannot want to not talk to them for days on end. Because I noticed another thing, like that rift thing I was talking about, like the more you don't talk to someone, there's a rift that you're creating.
There's a bit of it here.
Yes, and if you let that tear keep expanding, a stitch in time will literally save 9. And if you let
I've actually been in a relationship where we had a quarrel and we just didn't talk for a few days. A few days became a few weeks, and that was it.
You guys didn't talk again.
Just from something very
Tiny.
because we're both waiting for the other person to come apologize first. If you're the mature person in the relationship, initiate conversation. But also,
it can be very difficult.
I get that, but also don't expect the person to immediately come to you and talk when you want to talk. If you're ready to talk, give the person time to come to the table and talk.
Make the intention known too that you want to talk.
Yeah, don't just be like, I want to talk now, you don't want to talk now. You don't have the right to somebody's time, I guess. I think I should say. We settled and it was incredible. It was the best type of settling.
Continue.
Why are you laughing?
I'm clearing something in my
I
eye.
can see that.
It's tickling me as I'm cleaning in my eye. That's not good.
I don't like to fight. I don't like to quarrel. I don't like to quarrel. I don't like to not be able to talk to you because you're the most. See, my tummy is just grumbling.
Because you're fasting. Sorry, baby. There's no breakfast for you.
Anyway, it's been worth it because the food has been incredible at the end of the day. But I just want to say it's okay to have misunderstandings. It exists no matter how perfect a relationship looks. I promise. Even Joseph and Mary had disagreements. It happens. You're supposed to actually. It makes you stronger. Makes you adjust your expectations of somebody. And when you've
makes you also understand
the person. And I have to say this for the Christians on my channel. There is no place in the Bible that requires the woman to love the man. No place. It's always the man has to love the woman. And the woman will submit. But there's no submission if there's no love. So you have to, if you're a guy watching this, you have to be the one to love in all circumstances, no matter what, no matter how hard, how tight, how annoying. You have to be the one to show love before you expect submission. Because the Nigerian African mentality is, to some people anyway, the woman has to submit no matter what. And I do not believe that. I did not marry my subordinate, I married my equal. So, by the grace of God, we'll continue to grow in love. Even if you have misunderstandings, you'll be able to handle it a lot better than the last time. Which I feel has actually been the case. From every time we've had misunderstandings, from the first week we started talking till now, like, it's gotten better with the way we talk, like the way we even react to those misunderstandings. We are beginning to understand ourselves. As I said, we're young, we've only been married 4 months. It's 4, what? October, November, January, February. Yeah, 4. Less than 4 actually, about 4 months. But it's been an incredible journey. I will not change anything, I promise. I will not change a damn thing. I will not prefer another person's company over yours, even when we're not talking. Why are you licking me this early morning?
You look so edible.
Hey yo, like, I was setting this camera on top of the bed. You mostly their standing was thinking something else.
It was not me.
You.
Baby, it was not me, it was you.
Before I end this video, I need to say something. Lydia made me separate beans the other day. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
He's always eating beans, eating my. He doesn't know the hard work. That day, I told him, I said,
I'm never separating beans in my life.
I lovingly told him to select it.
Go away. Like,
He didn't
when
know
I
what
finished, I started getting fever. And I came to lie down because I've never felt so mentally drained in my life. I'm not even eating beans again. If it doesn't come pre-separated.
Well, baby, you can't come. You know they normally dry it on the
If
floor.
it doesn't come pre-separated,
Baby.
I am not eating.
Oh, babe, they normally dry it on the floor. So that is why that stone comes in. You have to select it one like that.
Eating beans is not by force. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that it was so unexpectedly annoying. It was so unexpectedly annoying, and I'm never doing that again.
I love you.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
They're not be giving me beans to separate.
Every once in a while.
No,
especially for
ever,
a film.
once. Two things I'll never do again, like killing chicken and separating beans. It's never happening. Ever again.
Oh,
I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone that stayed and watched. Thank you for 3K subs. Thank you for 22K
thank
subs.
you for subscribing to my husband's channel.
And thank you for 22K subs on
And
my
thank
channel.
you for subscribing to
I want her to get to 100K this year. Please tell your friends and your family. And I need my own emoji for this channel. She has a butterfly. Someone has
The
suggested
butterfly
the
is not just an emoji.
Someone-
it is a lifestyle.
Someone has suggested
Are you
a bear.
growing each day? Are you looking
Somebody-
for the best version of
somebody has
yourself?
suggested-
Are you earning your wings? Are you becoming a better person overall? That's what being a butterfly means. It's not just an emoji, okay?
And if you're a bear, you just like to chop life. That's what I'm saying. If you like the bear emoji from me, please put it. Let me see it down below. Wow.
Maybe we are chopping life as bears on this channel. Let me start chopping you.
I'm cutting this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe.
Give my husband a thumbs up, subscribe to his channel, and we're going to see you in his next video. Bye. And wait. If you have misunderstandings with your partner, do you have tips that you want to share?
Yeah.
In the comment section
For other people
watching, and like what's the dynamic that has worked for you?
Share
Yeah.
Share your solutions.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Peace.